What is going on? Today we are learning about stablecoins and why they are so important to your trading strategy and for you to be successful in cryptocurrency. Okay, we're going to talk about what stablecoins are, how to use them effectively, and what are the best stablecoins for you and I to use to make sure we preserve the hard-earned gains and bags that we are earning in cryptocurrency. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm a brand new crypto investor. I am on a journey to 1 Bitcoin. I am not your financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm a cowboy who gives cowboy advice, and I can't get sued for that, so don't even try. I just got a little lizard brain, gorilla arms, and diamond hands exploring the wild west of cryptocurrency. And if you want to follow along with a whole bunch of cowboys with me on that journey, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell for any updated content, and of course give us a like button if you are a generous person and you want to see this channel grow. Now, we are talking about stablecoins, and there is a particular problem that we face in cryptocurrency, and the problem is that everything is so volatile. Everything's going up and down. Bitcoin's going up and down. Ethereum's going up and down. And so what happens when you want just to escape that volatility? You want to get it into something stable, right? Stable coin. Now, the best thing that we could kind of come up with is that when you go into Robinhood and you get into a stock and it's going up and down, when you want to get out of that stock, you withdraw into USD, United States dollar, or whatever your currency is around the world. Now, with crypto, it's a little bit different because cryptocurrency exchanges don't exactly make it easy for us to get in and get out with our US dollar, with fiat money, US dollar, pound, or whatever you guys are using. So it's not very easy to get in and out of the market, the exchanges with fiat. You can't really get out of it with ADA into your fiat currency and go back into ADA. You can't. It's very difficult. And so this was the problem. We wanted to hedge against the volatility, and you know what? There's some other minor problems too. Now, what are we supposed to do? Here was the development of what's called a stable coin. Now, there are two types of stable coins. Let me just start with this. Stable coin is usually pegged to the dollar. It could be pegged to gold or whatever, but for this case, it's pegged to the $1. Okay, one stable coin equals $1. Okay, $1 US. Now, there are two types of stablecoins. The first one is a centralized stablecoin, and the second one is a decentralized stablecoin. We're going to go over 4 today, and 3 of them are going to be centralized. One's going to be decentralized. These are 4 of my favorites, basically. And so we're going to go into USDT, USDC, BUSD, and DAI. Now, this is just like a little lizard brain comprehension on why we are going to in each one of these. But you should just know that you need to be using stablecoin in your trading strategies. Why? Because you need to have a certain allocation set into stablecoin so that you could buy dips, that this coin is not fluctuating, right? It's a stablecoin that you could just buy dips on, and you could escape that volatility, especially when you're escaping the downwards volatility. You know what I mean? If you think that coin is going down and down like a rock, people are going to get out of it. People are going to typically sell into stablecoin. And a stablecoin, again, remember, it's a cryptocurrency that you enter into with fiat. So it's pegged to $1. So if I buy 1 tether, it's worth $1. I hope that's very very clear. Now let's go into the different types. There are 4 different types we're going to go over today. There's over 200 different types of stablecoins, but these are the most popular. The first one being USDC. Now, USDC is one of the first centralized stablecoins, and what that is, the first that we're covering today, and it's partnered by a company called Circle, a very trusted company. If you don't know about it, it's just a very trusted company. And the second one is Coinbase. I'm gonna say Coin Market Cap. So Coinbase and Circle are putting this together. Now, Aaron, you might ask, why would a company, want to create a stablecoin? I don't understand it. Why are there so many stablecoins being created? Well, here's the thing. Because when we create the value of a stablecoin, there's really no value in the stablecoin, right? Other than the dollar. It won't go up in price, so it's not an investment. It's a tool, okay? And what happens when you have the best tools in your ecosystem? People will come to use it. And that's the point of a stablecoin. That's the point of why a company would develop a stablecoin, is that they're developing the best tools so that people can get in and out of the markets easier if you use our stablecoin. And hey, the best way to use their stablecoin is to use it on the Coinbase exchange. And so that's what they want. They just want more users on the Coinbase exchange. So back to it. Why would we want to use USDC? Now remember, these are going to be just like small lizard brain mentality, just a quick overview. It's not to be in depth. You could go and research that on your own on YouTube. Now USDC, the reason why you'd want to use USDC as opposed to the other four or any other one is that it is fully audited. It is fully transparent, and that it's audited, transparent. There's the government's in on it. There, you know, it's very, very trusted. We know that if there is 25 billion USDC in circulation, we know that Coinbase and Circle are holding $25 billion in US dollars. Okay, so it is backed. It's 100% trustworthy. So yeah, it's fully audited. It's a smooth cash out. If you use Coinbase, it's easy to get out of Coinbase into your dollars. You know, so if you go into Coinbase with a US dollar and you put that into Bitcoin and that turns into $2 and you want to get out because you want to buy yourself a candy bar, you just have to just transfer it into USDC and get out really very, very easy. It's very, very smooth. And again, the main point of this is that it's 100% audited, very, very trustworthy. The only thing is that, remember, if these are all coins that are pegged to the dollar bill, the values on the dollar bill. And so with that, if the dollar bill like falls, you know, in buying power and all that stuff, these coins will fall too. It's whatever the dollar bill is doing, that's what it's doing. So that's the first cryptocurrency that is a stable coin, which is USDC. The second one is BUSD. Now, if Coinbase has their own stablecoin, their own version of this tool, a cryptocurrency that is pegged to the dollar bill, well, Binance, the first biggest exchange in the world, will have its own thing too. Coinbase is probably about number 3 or 2. I'm not sure which one, but Binance is definitely number 1. So they have their own BUSD stablecoin, and so they are partnered with Paxos. So it's Binance and Paxos. And again, we're trying to minimize volatility. These are both ERC20 tokens, so that means you can trade on the Ethereum blockchain. So it pairs up with a lot of these other coins out here. Yeah, the appeal here is probably speed. Not that USDC is very, very slow, but that BUSD is probably a little bit faster. Of course, this is fully audited as well because the US dollars on Paxos platform, they're holding it. A lot of people are doing it. There's it's very trustworthy. It's a very trustworthy asset. So BUSD, but USDC is probably a little more renowned for being fully transparent and audited. So yeah, it's just another one of those. Very, very good, especially if you use Binance. So if you're using Binance, you should probably use BUSD. If you're using Coinbase a lot, you should probably use USDC. But you could still use USDC too. It's still a really good coin. Now, the third one here, if these two are centralized stable coins, then we are moving to a third centralized stablecoin, but is a little more shady, and that's Tether. Tether has come into a little bit under fire lately because no one really knows that there's like some shadiness with it, that they don't have 100% of their Tether coins out there backed by every dollar. If you just go to CoinMarketCap really quick and you see where Tether falls in CoinMarketCap, it is the third biggest, you see here, the third biggest cryptocurrency with $62 billion $62 billion. And the volume is just insane too. So so the owners of Tether, not that trustworthy, although they do put this out for transparency update, and because they just come under fire. They're like, no, hey, they only have 75% covered and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of crazy right now. I'm not going to go into this. This is just proof of funds. That they're under fire, so they're going to try to put this up as front as possible. So yeah, that's just one of those things. However, here are some redeeming qualities of it. It is the oldest. It is the most used. It does have the highest liquidity, and if you want this defining characteristic, it is liquidity. It is able to pair up with like a whole bunch of these different coins out there that you're trying to pair it with. So if you're holding some obscure coin, it probably can pair with Tether better than USDC or BUSD, those other stable coins. So yeah, that it's liquid. Now again, if you want to look into how this works, you could go ahead and go into your own research on that. This is out of the scope of this video, but they are a little skeevy, sketchy. You know, they got skeevy eyes and no waist or something like that. The next one we're gonna go over is DAI. Okay, DAI is the fourth cryptocurrency that we're going to be talking about today, and that is different from the other three, where they are centralized. There is a governing body, a governing institution behind each one of these. Meaning, you know, if these guys are corrupt, they could probably manipulate the system if they were corrupt, right? They probably are in some level, but they're auditing, you know, to keep them in line. But this fourth one, DAI, is decentralized, meaning there is no governing body trying to manipulate it or trying to make it happen. It goes really deep. I'm just gonna read the white paper here on how, you know, how it works. Basically, let me read it first, and I'll just sum it up. Right? It is a decentralized, unbiased, collateral-backed cryptocurrency, soft pegged to the U.S. dollar. DAI is held in cryptocurrency wallets or within platforms, and is supported on Ethereum and popular blockchains. DAI is easy to generate, access, and use. Users generate DAI by depositing collateral assets into Maker vaults within the Maker protocol. This is how DAI is entered into circulation and how users gain access to liquidity. Others obtain DAI by buying it from brokers or exchanges. Okay, so here's how DAI is created. Those other three, USDT, BUSD, and USDC, every one of those coins is backed by $1. Someone governing these coins has a dollar bill backed for every one of this. Not DAI. DAI is not backed by the US dollar. It's pegged to the dollar, but is not backed to the dollar. How DAI has its value is that there are these Maker vaults. Think of a big vault, and someone puts in, say, 1 Ethereum, and they could withdraw. That unlocks it via smart contract and blockchain verified. You know, very secure. Don't think it's not secure. This decentralized idea, especially if you're new. It's very secure. They put in 1 ETH, and it unlocks the equivalent value of DAI into the market so that you can use. Okay, why would you want to use this? For the same reasons why you'd want to use all stablecoins. It's a hedge against volatility. It's also a medium of exchange. You know, instead of like trying to calculate how many BNB $1,100 is worth, you could just say $1,100 of DAI. You know, and so there's a lot more that goes into it, especially like what if ETH rises and falls. Look, that's all like some big brain stuff. This is a lizard brain comprehension. It's just, this is the basic thing. There's smart contracts that work that whole thing out into supply and demand gamified, you know, whole thing. Go and watch Coin Bureau for that one. But for this instance, DAI is very, very useful, very, very trustworthy, and it's the only one that's decentralized. So in short, which one should you be using? I am not scared to use any one of these four. If you're using any one of these four, no one's gonna you know, hold it to you. However, if you want to hold assets long term in stablecoin, I recommend two. I recommend either DAI or USDC. USDC because it's super audited and, you know, it's very trustworthy, and DAI because it's simply decentralized, and that is the best way to secure things around here is the blockchain. That's why you're in cryptocurrency anyway, to learn more about what blockchain can do for your lives and the lives of, you know, the whole world. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit subscribe button down below. Join us, a whole bunch of cowboys, on the Telegram. Hit the notification button, bell for any updated content, and of course give us a like button on this video if you are a generous person and you want to help me grow this channel. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you could choose the right stablecoin for you, and we'll see you on the moon. Lizard brain, gorilla arms, diamond hands, going to the moon, baby, moon.